Hello, my beloved student out there. For today, I want to look at the price determination that is still on the microeconomics. In our previous CD, we've discussed demand theory, we've discussed supply theory. Now, I want to look at the price determination. Now, the price determination, in a nutshell, is all about what now? The combination of demand and supply. Now, in defining price determination, we said it refers to the price at which a commodity is produced, exchanged, and distributed. Now, in a typical competitive market situation, we are meant to understand the fact that the price is not determined, not by the buyer, not by the seller, but by the interaction between demand and supply. And that was exactly what Adam Smith refers to as what now? The theory of two invisible hands. The theory of two invisible hands. Yes, the theory of two invisible hands. And what Adam Smith was trying to explain in this case is that the price of the goods and services in a practical capitalist system is not determined by the buyer, it's not determined by the seller, but it's been determined by the interaction between demand and supply. Which simply means what now? When the price is high, supply will be high and demand will be low. Now, when supply is high, demand is low. That brings about what now? Excess of supply over demand. And when supply is excess in relation to demand, then that will force the price to what now? To fall. Now, when the price falls, demand will rise and supply will fall. When demand rises and supply falls, that will result to excess of demand over supply. And when this occurs, the price goes up. When the price goes up, supply will increase their supply, while consumers will reduce their demand. That will bring another excess of supply over demand, and the price will fall again. Now, this is the scenario in our competitive market, that the price is rising and falling and rising and falling, and demand and supply also will be rising and falling until at a point where demand and supply will not be at equilibrium. That's what they call the equilibrium point. Now, and the equilibrium point is the point where the decision of the two players in the market has come to agreement. Who are the two players now? The buyer and who? And the seller. So which means two of them have come to agreement. And in that case, we'll now use a simple diagram to illustrate this. Here's my quantity again. And this is my what now? Price. Then this is what now? Supply curve. And this is what? Demand curve. Therefore, this is the point of equilibrium. Therefore, equilibrium simply means what now? The situation where the market decision is in uniform. And the market decision comprises what now? The two key players. And the two key players are who? The buyer and the seller. So this is the equilibrium point, which is at the point of agreement. But you must always bear it in mind that when there's a change in price, the market forces go again from the beginning again. And all the whole exercise has to be changed. Now, in explaining this, let's use a simple table to explain this. Now, if this is my price, and then this is the size of my quantity demanded, while this side is the quantity supplied, then we'll have it this way. When the price was 20 naira, demand was 5, and supply was 30. Okay? But when the price now falls from 20 to 18, demand increased from 5 to 10, and supply falls from 30 to what? Probably 25. Let's just that way. Now, when the price falls again from 18 naira to 15 naira, supply increased from 10. That's demand now, rather. Demand increased from 10 to 12, while your supply will fall from 25 to probably 20. The price falls again to 10 naira. Demand increased probably to 20. Supply now fall to 15. The price falls again to 5 naira. Supply, that's your demand now, increased 25. And supply decreased to what now? 10. Then you now notice what we have on the table. You then discover one thing, that as the price is falling, demand is rising and supply is falling, which explains that what now? price and demand moves in an opposite direction. You see it? Price and demand moves in an opposite direction. But price and supply moves in the same direction, which means the lower the price, the lower the quantity supply. And the higher the price, the higher the quantity supply. But demand says the lower the price, the higher the quantity supply. So this is to buttress the point we said previously in demand theory and supply theory. Therefore, a simple question is asked that what is the equilibrium price? The equilibrium price is the price at which, now, when you look at our table now, you now notice there's no equilibrium price. Why? Because there's no point where demand and supply are equal. There's no equilibrium price and there's no equilibrium quantity. Therefore, I have to rearrange this table now so that the quantity I have somewhere here must be equal to this one here. So make it to be equal. So in that case, I have 12 here. Now, this is 25 now, okay? Therefore, let this one appear to be 12 as well. Now, that means this should be 15 here. Let's change the table now. This should be 15. And probably here, we have here as our 20. Then this one now, okay, this is, let's leave it here as 12 it was before. Then we have here as 15. Fine, it's okay. It's okay now. Okay, the quantity demanded is increasing. The quantity supply is decreasing. Now you are asked now, what is the equilibrium price? The equilibrium price is 10 naira. And the equilibrium quantity is 15. The table is arranged, which means equilibrium is the point where quantity demanded equals quantity supplied. So in that case, from the diagram we've drawn initially, if I come back now and have another simple diagram now, which now goes this way, this is the demand theory, and this is the supply theory. This is the equilibrium point. This is the equilibrium price. Therefore, here will be labeled as 10 naira. And this is the equilibrium quantity, which will be labeled as 15. Okay? Now, note one thing. There are times you'll be asked and said, at what price is the market cleared? At what price is the market cleared? And it's also asking the same question as what is the equilibrium price? So the price at which the market is cleared is that equilibrium price where there's no excess demand and excess supply. Therefore, market is cleared at what? At 10 naira. Now you're asked again that by how many units? By how many units did the market exhibit excess demand? By how many units did the market exhibit excess demand? You now discover one thing now. When the quantity is equal here, now here we have 25. Supply here is 10. Therefore, the excess demand is at the last, that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's at the 50 units. But it's just only on 1 unit. Therefore, the market exhibits excess demand by 1 unit. Because at price 5, we have 25 here, while supply is 10. Then they will ask you, by how many units did the market exhibit excess supply? Now, excess supply, 30. We have 30 here, so demand is 5. 25, demand is 10. At 20, demand is 12. Therefore, excess supply is going to be at the first unit, second unit, and the third unit. Therefore, the market exhibits excess supply by 3 units rather. The market exhibits excess supply by 3 units because at the first unit, supply is more than demand. At the second unit, supply is more than demand. And at the third unit as well, supply is more than demand. The question says, by how many units did the market exhibit excess supply? That's by 3 units. All right. Now, you're asked again and said, what is the excess supply at price 18? What is the excess supply at price 18? They locate your 18 naira. This is the 18 naira. So he's asking you, what is excess supply at price 18? Now, demand was 10 and supply was 25. You now say 25 now minus 10. The difference is going to be what? Is 15. So your excess supply at price 18 is 15. Then another question says, what is the excess demand at price 5? Now, this is your price 5 now. The excess demand at price 5. Therefore, at price 5, your demand appears to be 25. While supply appears to be what now? 10. The difference of the two again, 25 minus 10 here, still give you what now? 15. Therefore, the excess demand here is 15. While the excess supply here also is 15. Okay. Now, what is the excess supply at price 15? the excess supply at price 15. So at price 15, 20 minus 12, we get what? 8. So that means your excess supply at price 15 is 8. So that is just the analysis there. Now finally, to collaborate all of this, let's now prove that with a question. Now the question says what now? Like we have it up now. The question we have here, it says, giving demand and supply function. Look at it now. Say giving demand and supply function. Giving demand and supply function as QD equals 55 minus 1 over 3P. Then QS equals 10 plus 2 over 3P respectively. Determine the equilibrium price and quantity. Determine the equilibrium price and quantity. All right, this is not the question now. You are given demand function, you are given supply function. QD means quantity demanded, and QS means quantity supply. You're now asked to find equilibrium price and quantity. All right, now what do we do? Remember, equilibrium is defined as the point where demand equals supply. Therefore, equilibrium now is defined as equals what now? QD must be equals to QS. My QD says 55 minus 1 over 3P equals 10 plus 2 over 3P. Remember one thing? The P stands for price. What do? We call it like terms. That says what now? 55 minus 10. You understand that when this 10 is crossing this equality sign, it turns to what now? Negative. Good. Now 55 minus 10 equals 2 over 3P plus 1 over 3P. Your simple arithmetic says what now? When this one is crossing this equality sign, it becomes what again? Positive. Therefore, 55 minus 10 gives me what? 45. Good. Equals. Then here, I'll find the LCM. LCM is what? 3. 2 plus 3 in 3 is going to be 1. 1 times 1 is 1. Then the P comes here. Yes. This is the normal mathematics, the normal arithmetic you are taught. And that's still what we are applying here now. Therefore, 45 now equals 2 plus 1 is what? Is 3. 3 over 3P. Therefore, 3 cancel 3. We are left what? 1. Therefore, it means to say that your price is equals 45 naira. This is the equilibrium price. Now you've gotten the equilibrium price, okay? Now you're asked to find equilibrium price and quantity. My equilibrium price is 45 naira. Now to find the equilibrium quantity, then I will substitute for P using either equation 1 or equation 2. Whichever one I use, I must get some answer. All right. Now, using equation 1, All right. Now, my equation 1 is your quantity demanded, which says the QD equals 55 minus 1 over 3P. All right, which gives me equals 55 minus 1 over 3 inside 45. You remember how I got 45? Yes, the 45 was what we got initially as the equilibrium price. All right, therefore, 55 equals. Now, multiply 1 over 3 by 45. That means 3 here is going to be 1. Then 3 in 45 will get what now? Now, check it out. We get what? 15. Yes. Good. Therefore, that gives me what now? Now, that's 55 minus what? Minus 15. Then what will I get now? That gives me what now? That gives me 40. Good. So this is the equilibrium. This is now my equilibrium quantity. Why this is my what now? Equilibrium price. Okay? So if you want to explain this in a simple diagram again, you will now bring it down again this way. Bring it down this way. This again is your supply curve. This again is your demand curve. Here is the side of your price. This is the side of your quantity. Therefore, this is the equilibrium point. This is the equilibrium price. That is what gave us that 40 naira. And here, we'll go what here? Now, this is 45 naira here, rather. Then this is 40. So that's the diagram. So this is not the equilibrium based on the question we are giving. So at this juncture, we draw the curtain for price determination. Thank you.